The power behind the throne shadows in the Empire, the Galactic Empire, stretched across 1,000 star systems, its banners flying over desolate moons and thriving metropolises alike. It was a machine of control, its gears oiled with fear, its cogs turned by the will of the Emperor. But few understood that the true power did not rest on the gilded throne of the imperial palace. It lurked in the shadows, unseen, its influence woven into the very fabric of the empire itself. Grand Vizier Kale Renath was a man whose name was never spoken in public, a specter whispered about in the halls of the imperial citadel. He had no official rank beyond advisor, yet his words shaped the empire's policies more than any decree stamped with the emperor's seal. His position was not hereditary, nor was it earned through military conquest. It was something far more insidious. He was the architect of the emperor's rule, the hand that guided his rise to power, and the mind that ensured his continued reign. From his hidden chambers beneath the throne room, Kale watched the empire with eyes sharper than any fleet sensors. He understood that empires did not fall to external enemies, they rotted from within. And so, his task was not merely to maintain the emperor's rule but to root out any threats before they could fester. Tonight, he had summoned one such threat. The doors to his private chamber slid open with a soft hiss. 2 guards entered, their faces hidden behind black helmets, dragging a prisoner between them. The man, clad in the once pristine uniform of an imperial admiral, now torn and bloodied, struggled weakly. "Leave us," Kale ordered. The guards obeyed, stepping out of the chamber and sealing the door behind them. Silence fell, heavy and absolute. Kale approached the prisoner, his expression unreadable. "Admiral Varric," he said softly. "Do you know why you are here?" Varric coughed, spitting blood onto the polished floor. "I assume," he rasped, "that you believe I have betrayed the Empire." Kale smiled, a slow, deliberate thing. "Belief has little to do with it. We intercepted your transmissions to the separatist faction in the Outer Rim. You were plotting to move your fleet against the throne." Varric did not deny it. He was an experienced officer, one who had seen the way power worked in the Empire. If Kale Renath had called him here, it meant his fate was already sealed. "You are making a mistake," Varric said. "The Emperor is losing control. The fleet grows restless. The governors grow bold. If we do not act now, the Empire will collapse under its own weight." Kale leaned closer. "You mistake instability for weakness, Admiral. The Empire does not require peace to survive, it requires fear. And fear, my dear Admiral, is something I cultivate well." With a flick of his wrist, he activated a small device at his belt. A pulse of energy filled the room, and Varric's body convulsed violently. His screams echoed off the chamber walls, only to be absorbed by the sound-dampening technology built into them. Kale watched without emotion. "You see," he continued as the Admiral writhed, "the Empire is not ruled by fleets or armies. It is ruled by the certainty that there is no escape. No rebellion can take root, no conspiracy can thrive, because I ensure it dies before it begins." Varric's body fell limp, smoke rising from his scorched skin. Kale turned away. The guards would remove what remained of the Admiral, and tomorrow, the official report would state that he had died heroically in battle. There would be no questions, there never were, and so, the Empire endured.